and show you where the cows are hanging out when it's roasting hot outside. Heat index is over 107 degrees here today. Is that what it said? 107? Yes, it's 100 degrees. Woo! It's hot, ain't it, kids? Yeah! Good after morning, guys. Welcome back to another gorgeous day on the Stoney Ridge farm. We are in a heat wave, a horrible heat wave, and despite how dry I am currently, I will be soaking wet by the end of this video. What we're gonna do today is take you through and show you what we've had to do to accommodate all this heat with our cattle. We've got Black Angus cattle, we've got chickens out here. I've got a garden that I have not planted yet because we have been in an extreme drought here in North Carolina. I do not have hay secured for next year. My hay guys like, hey man, we don't have any hay. I just don't have any. So let's go around today. We're going to show you guys how we take care of the critters on this hot summer day. Currently, let's look at our temperatures here. 100 degrees feels like 107. 107. The high today is 101. Whew. Low is 75. That's hot. So the first thing I do pretty much every single day when it's hot like this, I'm having to water all my plants. These are trees from Food Forest Nursery, and actually some saplings that I picked up along the way here out in the forest that I'm trying to sprout. And I've just got to water everything 2 and 3 times a day right now until fall, pretty much. I'm not gonna be able to plant any of these trees, any of these bushes until it cools off. It's just horrible. Typically, I will plant a garden every spring, but this year I was unable to plant the garden because it was so stinking hot and dry. So we went from temperatures in May in the mid to upper 90s, back down into the 40s, and back up right now into the 100s. It's ridiculous. You tell me what's causing this. You know, we have hot days. It's summertime, and we are in the dog days of summer. Dog days of summer, I'll let you guys Google that. Actually, we'll post a little information up here on the screen about what the dog days of summer are, but I think it's from July 3rd to August the 11th or the 20th, I believe. Dog days of summer are those days where you as a person, as people, animals, everything, we just feel kind of draggy, sluggish, rotten. You know, it's like our summertime hibernation time here on the farm. I did shout out to Log Ox. We've got a log splitter up there in the shop that doesn't have a log lift on it, and they sent out the log lift yesterday, and I told them I am not putting that on and splitting no logs for at least 2 months. All right, let's cruise on down here. First thing we got to do is make sure our chickens have plenty of food and water. I'm just gonna back it up right now. I think they're probably out of water. I'm having to fill the chicken waters up twice a day as well. This is extreme. It's not normal. Hopefully my camera survives this day as well. So this is our pasture sanitation crew right here. These guys are out in the yard. It's so dry right now that I can't even put these step-in posts in the ground. The ground is just not wet enough. I will say this, that the ground will be wet enough next week. We're supposed to start getting rain every evening next week. So that'll be nice. Let's see if I can do this without falling down. Hey, happy chickens. Happy chickens need a little water. We just ran out and we're gonna top you guys off. There you go. What are you doing? Chicky, chicky, chicky. Hey, birdie. Hey, guys. Whoa. All right. Cool. Let's just open that top back up. Go ahead and drink out of the top. I don't care. There you go. You know, one way to make friends with your chickens is to limit their water and feed for a little bit, and then you can come out here and you can actually put your hands on them. You can actually spend a little time closer to them, that way they're not too skittish. You know, Marty McFly always said, don't call me chicken. Being chicken means being scared of everything. I guess that's just the life of a chicken. We got 2 batches of chickens here. We got the pasture sanitation crew, and then the egg layers are over here by the garden, or what would be the garden. And I want you guys to feel my pain right now with these hot temperatures. I gotta get into the honeybees later today. You know, as a farmer, as a guy that's outside all the time, I gotta stay hydrated as well. So let's ride by the honeybees real quick and we'll fill up the big chickens' water. I call them the big chickens, the egg layers. Oh, by the way, this thing is fantastic. I'll get you guys a shot of this before we go check on the chickens. This is the Scarecrow. It's called Aircrow. You can find this at aircrow.com. Check this thing out. There we go. That is my Scarecrow. Man, I lost so many chickens last year. I lost 70 chickens to hawks. That thing comes on and off intermittently and keeps the hawks off of the chickens. Pretty cool, guys. They offer all sorts of stuff. I'll post a link to them and a QR code right up here, aircrow.com. Today's video isn't sponsored by Aircrow, but I wanted to share that with you. I lost a lot of animals to predators, and that is the predator scarer. They also make it with a sensor that you can put around your garden to keep the deer out, keep them out of your flower bed, and it also has a siren if you want to use that too. It's a little loud for today. Here's the honeybees. Good gracious. That's called bearded out on the front of the hives right here. Gotta work them bees. You know what, guys? I'm gonna work them bees here in just a second. I need to put an extra box on the top of those beehives. Check on the cows first and make sure these chickens got water. These guys are out too. Again, they're going through 5 gallons of water a day, which is just nuts to me. Oh, Randy. We all know you're here, bud. Oh, Randy. Randall McStoney. Come on, kids, get you some water. Whew. That's the garden I haven't planted yet. I don't even know if I'll be able to plant a garden this year. I've still got a lot of veggies put up from last year, but it's just so hot. I can't spend 5 hours a day watering stuff. It's just, we're way outside the normal here in North Carolina. So the cows are in this pasture that we're driving by right now, and not a cow in sight. Tammy's out here basking in the sun. I don't know why donkeys like it in the sun, but Tammy seems to like it. We're gonna pull off here and we're gonna walk on up in the cow pasture. To be honest with you, I don't even know where the cows are. I could make a noise. I could go, woo. I don't wanna yell right now because I know they'll come running. I could make a noise and they would come out or moo and tell me, and we may end up doing that here in a second. But let's just first kind of sneak up on them. I like to know what they're doing without me around. You know, I'm kind of acclimated to the heat here. Not really sweating that much. Either that or I'm super dehydrated and I'm about to pass out. All right, we're walking up on Tammy. Y'all know how to tell a $50 donkey from a $200 donkey? A $50 donkey can only roll on its side, but a $200 donkey can roll all the way over. Tammy's a $200 donkey. She's fancy. Hey, girl. Why are you laying out here in the sun? Huh? Tammy girl, what do you think about all this heat? Tammy has the option of doing everything that the cows are doing, but she just likes to lay in the sun. It's kind of weird. You all right, girl? It's a little too hot to be laying out here, don't you think? Oh well, donkey can sweat, right? I see the cows down here. On these hot summer days like this, this is what the cattle are doing. After the sun kind of goes down a little bit, they'll come out and they'll be out here grazing in this pasture. But for now, in the middle of the day, I've got to have them in this pasture, in this paddock where they have access to the pond and the creek. And it's super important. It's probably 20 to 25 degrees cooler, at least 20 degrees cooler, right down in that creek bed. But we really don't want to put too much pressure on the creek. This is one of my favorite cows. It's Susie. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can, if we can zoom in on this or not. She is dripping milk. Hey girl, she's dripping milk from her udders. Let's see if we can see that. Look at that. Hey girl, she's like, you're looking at my udders. You're not looking at me, this is wrong. She's sweating milk out through her udders. Never seen that. She's got a calf in here. The cows are basically hanging out right down in here where it's nice and cool. Just having their ankles in the creek here helps to keep them cooled off. How you doing? I think this is Sweetie. Hey, Sweetie. I know you're not used to Dad approaching from above, but give me some love. Give me a little love. There you go, girl. Yeah. I know. It's roasting hot out here. Yeah. If I could put these cows in an air-conditioned building, I most certainly would, but there's just no way that I'm going to be able to do that. I do see Donnie the bull. Let's just walk through the herd here a little bit. This is Mona. Mona was the cow that I had to pull a calf maybe a month ago. She's doing fantastic. I haven't spent a lot of time up close and personal with the animals lately, so they're a little skittish, a little jumpy. That's Donnie the bull. He's doing good. You know, I'm pretty happy with everything that's going on right here. Not a lot of pressure on the creek, and this is just what's necessary. So I'll tell you something that I learned here. We're gonna walk on up to where the water's kind of pooled up a little bit up here. We're taught as farmers, as a new farmer, to protect your waterways and protect the watershed. And I totally agree with that mantra. Checking and keeping up the waterways, keeping the cattle out of the creek, it's super important if they're really putting too much pressure and too much manure load on the creek. I see no manure in this creek at all. All I see is mud, a little bit of mud where the cows are stirring it up a bit. I've got a little rock bridge right here that the cows can walk across. The water kind of flows through here. In a torrential downpour, when this water is really deep, this serves as kind of a blockade to keep the brush and sticks from washing down and clogging the pipe that goes under the road right here. Let's just do a little forest walk here. Cows might follow me. And we'll see if they've been getting in this water that's pooled up. It's probably this deep up here. If I was a cow, I would be in the belly deep water. Well, I see a lot of frogs. Holy macaroni. There's like 300 frogs in there. Oh, look, check this out. So the honeybees always need a source of water or a place to drink. And right over there are my honeybees. 150-acre farm. And all of the honeybees have decided that this one little 1-foot section is where they want to drink water. Isn't that kind of weird? Let's see if we can get the cows up here. Get them in the pool. Woo! Come on, baby. They love their daddy. It's actually a little cooler back here where I'm at. I would prefer that they get in this area right here because there's a lot more filtration from this point down that way. And then I got an animal up here, 2 animals. Ooh, I feel like I'm on Dirty Dancing. Ooh, hi. Ooh, got it. Hey girls, 38 and 25, is that who we got here? They got enough horse sense to know where the coolest places are. At some point, where we are right now will be underwater. I've got a pond project that I'll be embarking on probably in the next year or two. And I'm gonna build about a 5-acre lake right here, right where we're standing. And it's probably gonna be 12 feet deep, 15 feet deep right here. All the cows are coming this way now. So let's see if we can get them into some deeper water right here. Again, this will probably be 12 to 15 feet deep underwater at some point. And ecosystem wise, when the water is full of little frogs like that and little minnows, I'm totally not worried about the ecosystem. Beautiful little valley. I'm gonna say I got the air conditioner running full blast in my house right now. In this spot, it's at least 20 degrees cooler. It's cooler in this spot than it is in my house. That's pretty amazing. Come on, kids. Come on, girls. Pretty amazing. I don't get out here enough. Come on. Come on. Let's see if I can get them to come across the creek. That's me falling down. That's a hole right there. Oh. We just gotta be, we got walking lessons coming tomorrow. I fell in the hole. Oh, that is cool. I'm cool, we cool. Come on. This is a better place, guys. It's cooler right here. Well, being that I fell down right there, I figured out why they're not in there. Did I bust my screen on my phone? No, thank goodness. Maybe I figured out why the cows aren't over here, because the ground's a little unstable. Guys, I just wanted to take you through and show you what I'm doing and, you know, what most farmers like me, farmers and ranchers like me are doing in these hot, hot days. When the heat index is over 105 degrees, these cows perform their best at about 50 to 55 degrees. They like it cool. These animals are big, they're fat, they're healthy, but they are not happy in this heat. Just so you know, a cow this size is going to drink, oh, deer. A cow this size is going to drink 25 to 45 gallons of water per day. That is a lot. If you have cattle and you don't have a place for them to get into the shade, it's time to really think about it, especially during the dog days of summer. Again, the cows will be in this section of pasture. I say pasture, forested pasture, for somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 more weeks until these dog days of summer kind of settle down a little bit and we don't have so much heat. Thank you, guys. Just wanted to show you how I take care of the animals in the hot, hot summer months and what goes on here in the real world on a cattle farm, cattle ranch. Thank y'all. If you have any questions, input, comments, please post them down there. Subscribe to the channel. Love to have you back here on the Stoney Ridge. Right, girls? That's right. See ya. Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Oh, Randy. We all know you're here, bud. Randall McStoney. You know, I'm kind of acclimated to the heat here. Either that or I'm super dehydrated and I'm about to pass out. Don't kick me or swat me. That tail's dangerous. That's me falling down. That's a hole right there. We got walking lessons coming tomorrow. That is cool. I'm cool. We cool. I don't think they're gonna cooperate. Dripping milk from her udders. It's like, you're looking at my udders. You're not looking at me. This is wrong. I feel like I'm on Dirty Dancing. Oh, how you? Ooh. Got it. How you call your lover boy? Mom, don't be peeing in the creek like that. That's your dadgum. These kids just don't listen nowadays. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I want to show you guys something. You see all these piles of stones? There's stones everywhere. They're all in the creek. They're all off over these edges. This is where the farmer that owned this land, all the farmers that have owned this land for the past several hundred years have picked up stones and dumped them right down here outside of the pasture. So what that tells me is everything beyond the cows up here used to be fields, and now it's all grown up. That's what this farm project is all about. Taking this land back and using it for something to grow good, healthy food for you guys. Oh, Randy. Y'all come back now. You hear?